Hi everyone, welcome to Resin Kit Toys and Crafts. This is the kit that we're going to be doing today. It's a do-it-yourself resin rings, and I'm pretty excited to do this. I have another video where I did this same kit except for they were pendants, and it turned out really well. So we're going to try this kit today and see how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to show you what this kit came with. You have your silicone molds. These are the ring molds. And the resin. It also came with 2 mixing sticks, some sandpaper, and some foil gold leaves, and that's to decorate your rings, and I'll show you those later. It also came with these mica powders, which are to color the resin. So that's pretty cool. I'm really excited to see how those colors work. That last kit didn't come with colors. So, as always, when working with resin, you want to protect your surface. I have a silicone mat here. Also, take any precautions that you feel are necessary as you're using resin, such as gloves, well-ventilated area, and a mask if you feel that that's needed. So the first thing you need to do is to be able to measure the resin in equal parts. So you have to have the same amount of each bottle mixed together. So I have marked on this cup the amounts that are equal. So if I fill up one to that first black mark and then use the other bottle to fill up to the next mark, I know that that's even because I've measured that. So you're going to need to do that either with different measuring cups that are already marked or just by making your own measurements to figure that out. Also, you're going to need some different cups because of the powders that it came with. If you want different colors, you want to have different cups to make the colors in. So I need to get one more cup. Okay, so first of all, move these out of the way. Okay, so I'm just going to use my cup here as a reference and see that that's up to the second line. So I'm just going to pour that up to the second line there. Okay, so I think that one of the hardest parts of resin, or the most important part too, is the mixing. And I always feel like it takes longer than it says it does. Like this said it takes about 3 to 5 minutes, but I felt it takes a little longer than that because you want to try to mix slow. If you mix really fast, it's going to introduce a lot of micro bubbles that are really hard to get rid of. So I mixed really slow, and you can tell that it's ready when it's clear, super clear, and there's no more swirls. When you first start and you start stirring it up, there's going to be a lot of swirls where they haven't mixed together yet. And so when you're done, you can tell that it's completely mixed and there's no swirls left. So now we are ready to decide on colors. And I'm just going to make some of each color because I want to try them out and I think they look really pretty. Okay, so I have moved all of my stuff over to where I'm going to let it harden. So you want to do that because once you've poured your resin into your mold, you don't want to be moving around just because it's going to mess it up and you might spill. So I'm going to start with this big one. I'm just going to slowly pour it in. Okay, so I had overfilled some of them. So I'm just taking a craft stick now and just like wiping the top off here. Okay, now I'm going to try some of this foil leaf here. It's pretty cool. It just breaks up really easily. Just tear off some pieces. It's really, really fragile. Okay. So now I'm just going to take this and just kind of break it up in there. Okay, so I'm just going to let these sit, and it's probably going to be out overnight until they're ready. Okay, so these have been sitting for about 24 hours, and I'm excited to take these out of the mold. That's the fun part of it all. So there's that one. That's the multicolored one. That looks really pretty. There's this plain blue one. Here's another multicolored one. There's pink. Here's some of the smaller ones. That one had that silver foil, silver leaf in there. And there's that one. So those turned out really, really neat. If you feel like, so they're pretty like straight up and down right here. So if you feel like you want to use the sandpaper that it came with to sand down some of those edges, you could do that. These ones right here though, they turned out pretty smooth, and I don't feel like there's any sharp edges there. But if yours turned out with a couple of parts where it's a little sharp there, you can just use that sandpaper and lightly sand it down. So those turned out pretty neat.